Hello everyone, and in this video I'm going to explain to you the number one tip you need when laminating paper with tape. Now, laminating is something I've done for years, making crafts and paper projects, and I found this one technique really helped me get a good lamination, and I'm going to share it with you now. So if laminating is new to you, it's a great technique to keep at the back of your head because you don't need laminating machine. It's cheap and quick, and it makes any paper or card or bookmark significantly more durable and improves the item's quality. If you know how to laminate with tape, I'm going to get to the tip in one moment. But if you don't know how to do it, it's super easy. It's basically taking packing tape, the clear, really thick tape, and applying it onto a flat piece of paper like this bookmark or card. And what it does, it protects the item from wear and tear. You tape the front, and then you tape the back, and then you cut the edges to size, and then you're good to go. So that's basically laminating with tape. But there's one tip I want to share which will improve your laminating technique a lot and reduce the screw-ups of getting accidental tape folds or air bubbles in your piece, right? So this is one of the earlier ones I've done when I was younger, and I didn't know this technique. So as you can see, it's unfortunately has a lot of air bubbles in it, but I was a kid then. So what I'm going to show you is how to get it nice and smooth all the time. So I'm going to use this as my example to show you how to do it. So after you cut your tape, so here I've cut my tape, you want to hold it loose so it forms a U. Okay, so like this, you just hold it loose so it just forms a U like that, and place it as if you're going to put it onto your piece. Apply the tape starting at the center. So you want to start here in the middle of the tape, okay, rather than putting it at the end and going and applying it to the side. You want to start here in the center and push it down, and don't push it down, but let gravity carry it down onto your piece, and then you want to let it apply onto your paper, right? Do not press down on the tape because that has a higher chance of causing the air bubbles and the folds. So let me show you. So here's my piece. I'm going to hold it loosely. I'm going to let the center of my tape fall onto the center of my piece of paper like that. Just gently let it down. And then I'm going to let gravity apply the rest of the tape. So I'm just going to let it gently fall down onto the tape, onto the paper. Like this. Okay? Now when the tape is on the paper, you want to start from the center, use your finger, and gently push from the left and then to the right. And what that's going to do is going to adhere the tape to your piece and push out any air. Right, so again, start from the center, push out, and then start from the center and push the other direction until it's smooth. Okay? Now, just be careful with all this extra edges. You don't want to push it down onto the table. You don't want to get it stuck onto the table. You want to freely and easily lift it off the table because we want to turn our piece over afterwards like this. So once you've done that, you're going to repeat the same step on the back. So here's my tape. I'm going to hold it loose like this, right? Apply it in the center of the piece. Let gravity bring it down. Then I'm going to push from the center to the left, push from the center to the right, just to smoothen it out. And then at this point, for the most part, it's laminated. You want to make sure that when you do laminate that you do it accurately and cover the edges. As you can see here, I missed that spot, but when you do it yourself, you want to do it as accurate as you can. Okay, and sometimes you'll need to do 2 layers depending on how wide your piece is. If you do end up doing multiple layers of tape, you want to have a small amount of overlapping as you possibly can, because when you overlap with the tape, you can see that overlap. So you want to reduce it as much as you can. So try and get it as close to not overlapping as you can. You for the most part, you'll probably have to overlap just so that it creates a nice clean finish, so that any grime in the future doesn't apply to the paper itself. But try and reduce that overlap as much as you can, right? When applying multiple pieces of tape. Okay, so here's my piece, right? So all I'm going to do now, it's smooth. As you can see, there's no air bubbles. It doesn't look like this, right? And all we're going to do is just cut it. So I'm going to take my scissors. I'm just going to cut the edges. I like to leave a little bit of tape around the edges just so that it protects the edges a bit more. And just finish it off. So there we have it, a nice clean lamination. So by starting at the center and gently letting the tape lie down itself, you're reducing the chance of the tape getting stuck onto itself and reducing the chance of catching air bubbles. Okay? The idea is to apply the tape smoothly, and by starting in the center, you have a lot more accuracy and control when applying the tape. Okay? So there's my tip for you. If you like this video, hit the like button, check out my other tutorials, and subscribe for more videos.